Hey, it's Tony talking car biz. Just a quick exterior comparison between this 2023 Corolla SE and the 2022 here on the left. Normally when I do these exterior comparisons, I like to choose the same color. So I'd prefer to have a white one and a white one. Unfortunately, inventory is so gosh darn hard to get that having a 2022 on the lot is like almost impossible. So the one on the left is my personal car. It's a 2022 Corolla SE, and Blueprint is the color. It actually has a black roof also, but you can't see it from here. So on the right is the 2023, and that's a white color. I can't remember the name. I'll have to put it in the comments. But so I just want to show you the differences on the two sides. I'll point them out. Pretty subtle, but the first thing you'll notice is the wheels. So the wheels on the 2023, they're the exact same size wheel, it's just a different style. And this is a kind of a really dark graphite metallic finish on here with chrome lug nuts and the chrome Toyota badge. Now the tire is the same size on the 23 as the 2022, so it's a 225/40 series 18-inch all-season tire. This one happens to be a Yokohama. On my car over here, it's a Dunlop, so same size wheel and tire. The 23 might look bigger because it's all one color. You can see the 2022 is gray finish with a satin finish on the outside, so a little bit different finish on the wheels. Let me know in the comments which wheel you prefer. I personally like the 2022 style better. I think it pops out a little bit more, but again, that's my personal preference. The other thing that's different on the side is going to be the lower rocker panel here. So this is gunmetal gray painted almost like this graphite, so it's the same finish as the wheels, so it ties it together real nicely. It's definitely a good look for that vehicle. And then on the 2022 they did the same thing, so this is a lighter gray metallic finish here, and then the rocker panels are the same color. So on the 23 it's a little bit darker charcoal finish, if you will, on there. Other than that, I'm not seeing any major differences on the side. I guess you could say the headlight, although I'm going to do a head-to-head comparison or a front-to-front comparison. So you can see on the side, this amber marker lamp on the side comes all the way down and underneath the headlamp, as opposed to the 23 where it's more of a triangle and it's not as much amber on there. And then you can just start to see the front fascia here. So this is a 2022, again, kind of a gunmetal gray charcoal finish, similar to the wheels. And then your LED marker lamp is down here. And on the 23, they go with that darker charcoal, similar to the wheels and the rocker panel. So a different color, almost looks black. And then a much narrower marker lamp down there on the side. And then you can see, of course, the side of the headlights are different between the two of those as well. So I'm going to flip them around so we can take a look at the front side by side. Up front is probably the biggest difference between the white 23 and the blue 22. They've redesigned the entire headlight assembly, so we'll start there. So this is the 2022. It had those J-curve headlights, LED headlights, and LED fog projector style headlights here with automatic high beams. All of that's the same. It's really just the style between there, and you can see on the 2022 now it's a large LED amber lamp here, and when the four ways are off, that's going to be a white amber or a white light. So you've got just that one large one coming up and over the edge here, and still a projector style headlight here with automatic high beams, automatic on and off. Just a thinner look. I guess it's personal preference. I don't feel strongly one way or another. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm going to try to do a dark or a nighttime video so you can see the difference. And then the 2023 has an all new grille on here. You can see more of that dark graphite painted surface, and then a much larger grille here, and this is also narrower here on the 2023. Take a look over here at the 22. So you can see the grille design is much different, and I mentioned before that the 2022, this blue one, these are or an accent light here. It's a much wider, bolder accent light as opposed to the 23, where that accent light's down here in the bottom. Again, I apologize. I wish I was able to have the same color, because then it's an easier comparison. But notice that black panel in the front there on the 22. This is much wider, thicker here versus the 23. Now this one does have the blackout badge package on there, so the black Toyota badge. It is an option, it's an extra charge. Standard is going to be the chrome Toyota badge on the hood there. Other than that, up front, I would say there's one final difference, and that's going to be the design of the sensor here for your dynamic radar, cruise control, pedestrian detection, lane departure. Clearly they've got a new design there. Take a look, and then I'll swing over to the 2022. So a little bit narrower design. The functionality is the same between the two, but maybe this one's more precise. It might, hopefully it helps with the lane tracing. So the lane tracing, I notice on my 2023, it seems like when you're driving down the road, it's always correcting a little bit. So it's always like just a little bit, and maybe they solve that issue here. I don't really like using the lane tracing for that reason, because it feels like it's always moving left and right within your lane. It keeps you in your lane just fine, but as you're driving, you can feel it constantly trying to center you on the lane. So maybe that's why they changed the sensor in the front. We'll see. I'll take it out on a test drive. Be sure and catch that video. I'll do a road test and we'll check that out as well. So let's go ahead and just swing around to the back here. At the rear of the Corolla for 2023, the change is very minor. And it really is, based upon what I can see, it's going to be just this lower fascia. So for some reason they went gloss black on this. So this is not the same color as the wheels or the rocker panels. It is metallic, but it's a gloss black metallic. So I find that to be a little bit odd. It looks a little more plain, and they're going for that F1 look back here. The SE badge is still red for 2023, and the tail light assembly and housings are all the same. The spoiler, the third brake light, the shark fin antenna, all of that's the same. So the only thing I'm seeing that's different is going to be the bottom there, and I'll show you here on the 22. So here's the 22 lower fascia, and it matches up with the front end. So this mesh grille here, same gunmetal gray painted finish, and then the blue down below with similar to this effect with the fins, the F1 fins, and then it actually wraps in that exhaust system a little tighter so you don't see it quite as much as you would on the 2023. So not a lot of difference between the backs of them. I did notice that they're using the identical tail light assemblies. But the tail lights on a Corolla, these are not LED turn signals on here, and I would have liked to seen that on the 2023 from the 2022, but they're really almost identical. Again, the only difference being the lower fascia there on the bumper. So that's just a quick comparison between this 2023 Corolla and the 2022. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, and feel free to share it, subscribe to the channel. And then I also plan to do an interior comparison between the two, see what's changed. I'll give you a hint. They no longer use blue on the inside, now they're using red. So stay tuned for that. I'll put a link at the end of this video for you. This is Tony talking car biz. Thanks for watching.